Let's finish your Pilates workout today standing. Come heels together, toes apart, and bring the arms out long in front of you. We're going to do a small plie down and then draw the inner thighs together to come back up to standing. Heels together and squeeze the upper inner thighs, hug the legs into the hips, and scoop to lift the abdominals. And again from the side here, arms pull long by your sides from the shoulder blades. Good, one more time. Great. Now find your towel. Make sure you're on a slippery surface and have the towel about 1 inch thick folded. Heels together, toes apart. Place your left foot on the towel. Take a small knee bend and slide the towel to your left and pull it back in. It's a push and a pull. Right leg is stable and the abdominals are supportive. Now bring the leg back in, no towel, and the leg stays lifted but with the same action of balance and control. Do that a couple more times. It's okay to feel a little bit wobbly. Good. And then stay there for 8 lifts up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then bring the towel back in and switch sides. Place the right foot on the towel. Heels together, toes apart, small knee bend, and push, pull. It helps have a slippery surface. You can also do this in socks. Out and in. Abdominals are centered. Lift the leg and do the same action for the balance and control of it. Good. Find that steady place a few more times. Shoulders back. And then keep the leg out there for little lifts up and down. 5, up, 4, up, 3. It begins from the abdominals. And then find your towel and bring it back in. Great job. And then we'll move on to the mountain climber. So stand with the right foot on the towel, legs parallel. This time hands can go behind the hips. Keep the pelvis quiet as you push and pull the leg behind you. Out, in, out, in. Keeping the body quiet except for the single moving leg. And then do the same, no towel, for the balance and control of it. Make sure it comes just from the leg moving in the socket. Good. And then if you want to balance, move the leg out and around in a semicircle, or just stand with the leg behind you and hold for a couple deep breaths. Find your towel. Bring it back in and switch sides. Mountain climber. Hands behind your hips, a small knee bend, and a push and a pull. You're in a slight full body lean forward. The foot on the towel has the heel lifted. Strong push, strong pull, all the way out, all the way in. And then leave it back there for the balance control. Push, pull. It's okay to feel a little wobbly. Find your standing leg. A couple more times. If you fall, just come back to it. And then leave the leg there for a couple breaths, or take it out into a semicircle for an added balance challenge. Good, nice deep breath. And then find your towel and bring it back in. Great. And then to a diagonal lunge. Start with the right heel into the left arch. You're gonna lunge forward to 2 o'clock and then pull the heel back to the arch. Lunge and then hug inner thigh back to inner thigh. Keep your hips squared forward though. Arms pull back. 5 is plenty. And just switch sides. Left heel on the right arch on 10 o'clock. Push, pull. Inner thigh to inner thigh, heel back to the arch. Hug the hips into their sockets. 5 is plenty. Arms pulling back. Good. And then just put your towel off to the side so it's out of your space. Let's put it all together for a full balance control. Arms up. Send the right leg back just slightly. And then start to pivot forward from your left hip socket. Hold for a moment, abdominals in, and then return. Feel free to take your time with this. Hinging from the hip socket. Hold to find the length through fingers and toes, and then return. Work the length. The length is your support, and then bring the arms by your sides. Palms up, roll the shoulders back, and then return. Other side. Be very aware of your back line here, from the back of your head, through the spine, and the line of the back of the leg. Lift from there, and feel that support you as you lower into gravity. Good. One more good time with your breath supporting you as well. Arms come long by your sides, palms up, roll the shoulders back, 1 more inch of length, and return. Good. Now legs parallel and together, arms come back to genie arms, knees together, a little knee bend and a straighten. It's small, but then work the active hug of the legs together, legs into the hip sockets, abdominals in. Add a challenge, float the heels up just a little bit and bend and straighten again. Keep the ankles soft even though the heels are lifted. Hug at the hips, scoop in the belly. Last one. Lower the heels. Heels together, toes apart, arms out long in front of you. Pull the arms long by your sides and rise up the heels. Good. And from the side. Inhale, pull your arms by your sides, float the heels up, they stay glued together, and lower. Now from your hips, from your belly, lift and lower with control. Inhale, up, and exhale to lower. And again, now as if you're doing the 100 once more, challenge your balance by pumping the arms vigorously, inhaling for 5. Exhaling for 5. Hug your heels, hug your hips, scoop your belly. 1 more breath, keeping long through the crown of your head. If you lose it, just find it again. And then hold the position steady. Take 1 final big breath. Lower your heels. And you're all done.